Hi, Margaret. Welcome to your 2017 Year in a Nutshell reading. First of all, I would like to say, um, I don't know how to say this, but I'm really sorry for your loss. I can see that there has been a big loss. I don't know if it was a family member. I don't know, what exactly it happened, but whatever happened that created a big loss and a hole in your life, my sympathies go out to you. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this reading and how it's set up. What I've got in the center here is your year card, and I used my deck for that. Then we've got the Wild Unknown cards surrounding it. So you could end up with like in the last reading, this card came up twice. Now, it didn't happen with you, but I'm just saying it could since they're two different decks. And then here we've got an oracle card, the Enchanted Map, to give you a little bit of, give you a directionality, let's say, of where you are. So starting off, we've got the Hangman as your year card. So the Hanged Man is when you are hanging, and when you see it in other decks, it's somebody hanging upside down. I've got trapeze artists here. Hanging upside down still and just suspended. So when the hangman comes up, it means we don't know which way is up. We don't know which way to go. We cannot move right now. We're kind of paralyzed. And what is called for is either to flip the script, flip the story, flip the perspective, or, because you're seeing the world from an upside down place, or it can also be connected to having faith, and having faith that even though we're in this period of stillness, that it's not going to be this way forever. Things are going to work out. Things will be revealed. Why will be answered, perhaps, or how you fit into the whole scenario will be revealed. And it's not, you know what I mean? It's not going to be this way forever. You're not going to be stuck forever. So the object here is to become a clear channel, to let, I hate to use the word divine, but, to let universal energies, the bigger energies, flow through you, and let yourself be a conduit for that energy. And you've got that echoed several times in this reading. So that's kind of like the big marker for you for this year, is that's what it's about. So we start off with I'm going to start off here. This is your foundations. This is your home and family. This is your subconscious thought patterns that are going on. So this is where the loss shows up. So we've got the Eight of Swords, we've got the Death card, and we've got the Ten of Swords. So these are just two big endings. I mean, there's no two ways about it. Something ended, something left, something stopped, something went away. You lost something. It's gone. And what we've got going on right here with the Eight, see, this is where I'm talking about the being suspended in this place where it's not time yet. It's not time to leave that place of suspension. So, but you're fenced in by your thoughts. So it can be okay to explore your thoughts and your perspectives and your stories around this loss. So you know what I mean? You're repeatedly telling yourself something about it that is not working for you. Let's put it that way. It's keeping you stuck. And you may have to be stuck for a while. But that's what I'm saying. So don't feel like you got to snap out of it tomorrow. But just be noticing what thought patterns those are, what repetitive thoughts are going around and around that are not that don't let you move forward. They're keeping you in a certain perspective. They're keeping this story alive. That because they're really, in a certain sense, there are no truths. There are only perspectives. Especially when we're talking about swords, that's what we're talking about. There, it's how we think about things. Okay, so this sector here applies to you. So we've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. So, with the swords, once again, we're talking about thoughts and feelings, communication. So it's important for you to be very clear about what you want, what you don't want, what you need, what you don't need, what is acceptable, what is not acceptable, and be very clear with other people and yourself too about what that is. So this is not a time for wishy-washy, we'll kind of see how it goes kind of thing. This is like you really need to be upfront and be like, this is what I need, and if you can't give it to me, then, then we either have to cut things off or come revisit this at another time. But it's like, it's not really a time for intense negotiations. Let's put it that way. It's kind of black and white. It's like a yes or no. If it doesn't fit in the yes, then it has to be a no. It's not a time for spinning your wheels and renegotiating and going around and around, because you've got enough with this, looking at the bigger picture, that you just can't be dealing with little stuff on the side and having to negotiate your way through it. Seven of Pentacles is saying you need a plan. So what's your plan? And plan your work and work your plan. I'm getting like a daily routine feel to this. So it's like if working through things requires me to take 15 minutes every morning for silent going inward, which some people might call meditation, or it takes listening to a song that really uplifts me, or, whatever, eating certain things, whatever. I'm feeling like it's a very much of daily routine kind of step by step. That this particular card kind of reminds me of footprints in the snow, and following someone's footprints in the snow, because the snow is deep, and so you just follow someone else's footprints to get your way. So yeah, plan your work and work your plan, and it's okay if somebody else devised that plan and you just follow it, because I don't think you have a lot of mental energy. Like I say, you don't have a lot of mental energy to waste on little things. So if you can find a plan that works, that's already pre-printed, and you just have to strike out a couple steps, then fine, go with it. And then the final card there is the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is visionary. So this is one thing I like about this deck. She uses color in just the right way, and it's very sparingly. So we've got color in the middle of the triangle right here. And so this is visionary. It's fire. It's visionary. It's inspiration. So what inspires you? What uplifts you? What vision do you have for your future? So along with, planning your work and working your plan, keep that vision. Keep that vision in mind, and be very clear with other people so that they don't yank you off the path, because you just don't have it right now. You don't have the energy for it. Now, weirdly enough, I keep talking about other people here and about loss and about being clear with other people. This is your other people sector here. And so I'm not sure how this all ties in, because here we've got the Emperor card here. Now this right here reminds me of an eclipse, which makes me think maybe that was a loss. Maybe somebody got eclipsed out. Maybe the Emperor got eclipsed out. I don't know. Or maybe it's you starting to create a new foundation or a new boundary. See, and there's a relationship here. See, right here we have the Two of Cups. There's a relationship, and it's next to the Emperor. So I don't know if somebody left and came back. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know what happened. But there's something good going on in the relationship sector. You have a lot of processing to do, but there's good relationships around you. So, be open to them and work with them. These people that are supporting you, these people that love you, these people that are giving you space and time, these people that are making you feel loved and accepted, don't wall yourself off from them. Not that you may, or I don't know, you may or may not be. Here we've got the Four of Wands. So we've got wands here. So it's like this kind of light again at the end of the tunnel. You're starting to see that flicker of light. The Four of Wands is about a resting. It's about a resting place. So it's like you've kind of made it to a certain spot, and it's like it's okay to put your pack down and rest for a while and celebrate how far you've come. But you're not all the way there. You're still on the path. You're still planning your work and working your plan. But it's like you've made it to level 1, let's say, or level 2. Also, this particular card reminds me of a God's eye. So, God's eye is about knowing what can't be known. What can't be known. And so it's right next to the Hangman card, which is kind of that same feeling that there is a super huge bigger picture. There's a super huge bigger energy. There's a super huge bigger order to things, if you want to call it order. But it's like it's so big that it's when we're talking about tens of thousands of years kind of thing. Yeah, there's a rhythm and a back and forth and a this and that and a pattern to it, but we can't see it because we're only here for 80 years maybe. So you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. In a 20,000 year picture, and we're beings that only live for 75 years, we can't really fully fathom that, is what I'm saying. And so that God's eye is about like knowing that which can't be known. It's kind of like about trying to hook into that infinity of things. And so like I said, that's the Hangman too. That's like time for you to kind of contemplate and lean into all of that kind of mystery, if you will. And then finally, we have here, this is your career, reputation, how other people see you. And we've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Six of Cups, and we have the Seven of Wands. So, once again, with this, the emotions, it's like the emotions are regenerating. There are good things there. You're starting to open up. And the Six of Cups is, it's the 7. Excuse me, that's the 7. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Okay, so 7 of Cups, when I see that card, I tell people pick one. So it's like you're overwhelmed by all the possibilities that are out there, and you have to just pick one and make a choice, because it's like you just get kind of bamboozled and kind of hypnotized. It's like when you go into a casino and it's like all, you know what I mean? There's all the different games and the noises and the lights, and it's just like, woo, I don't know what, I don't know. So you just have to sit down at a machine or sit down at a table. You have to pick one. You can't just keep spinning around and like, oh, well, maybe that one, maybe that one, maybe that one. It's that kind of a feeling. And then we've got another 7. We've got the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands is about having to stand your ground and defend your needs and beliefs. So interesting. And we had the 7 with the 7 of Pentacles. So I kind of what I feel here is that there, you know what I mean? There are possibilities for relationships with people. And I just think I think you may not be ready. I think that, you know what I mean? It's like you're starting to get there, starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you've got a lot of processing to do. And so if you need to tell people to back off, tell them to back off. You know what I mean? And tell them love me from afar. So I don't know. I could be way off on this. I don't know. I'm just going with what I see here. So it's, you know what I mean? It's important that you stand up for yourself and you defend your position, and don't let somebody, you know, I just kept feel like this is overwhelming. It's like being overwhelmed. So don't let other people cause this overwhelm. You may be, you know what I mean? You may be just doing these little tiny steps or whatever it is that you're doing, where you're just like pecking away at something and it's so small, and it's like somebody just wants to come and just shoom. You know, maybe they want to try to fix it for you, you know, and you need to fix it for yourself. So I don't want to ramble on. Let me just stop rambling. But you know, it's a year for you to be inwardly focused, and to be looking at your own thoughts and perspectives and stories, and having faith that it's not going to be this way forever. And then finally, we've got your oracle card, which is sad embrace. So, you know, it's once again, it's speaking to that loss. It's speaking to that loss and having to deal with loss. So, you know, that's why I just feel like this year is your processing year. You've got to process it. You can't, and that's okay. We all have to do that. We all have times when it's like we are not setting the world on fire. We're not out there doing all this other stuff or whatever. It's an interior time, and we need to work through things. So 2017, it's your year. It's your year to get through it and transform into the new you, and have faith that it's all going to move forward, and it's all going to mean something at some point. So hope that helped you.